This is an emergency advisory for every viewer currently in possession of a domesticated cat, whether indoor, outdoor, rescued, feral-born, or part of a multi-pet household. Recent behavioral patterns indicate a rapid increase in nocturnal fixation events, incidents in which a cat repeatedly stares at a single location in the home for extended periods between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. If your cat has been displaying this behavior, stop whatever you're doing, secure your environment, and listen carefully. This transmission may be the only thing standing between you and what is already inside your home.
This is an Eyes on Channel 7 broadcast. What you just heard was the first known appearance of an anomaly. What you're about to see...
The corner incidents. Over the last 9 months, thousands of unreported cases share the same pattern. A cat, calm all day, suddenly freezes at night. The head lifts first, the eyes widen, the pupils shrink to razor-point slits. Then, without warning, the cat turns its head toward a corner, usually the darkest one, the one farthest from any lamp, the one you've always ignored, and it stares. Exactly 90% of these reports describe the same details. No sound, no movement, no obvious trigger, just absolute fixation. The earliest documented cases show cats staring for 5 seconds, then 20, then 3 full minutes. Now, there are instances of cats staring at the same corner without blinking for over an hour. You may think this is random. It is not. Cats do not waste energy. Cats do not hallucinate. Cats do not focus on nothing. If your cat has been staring at the same corner every night, it's because something is standing there. Why cats see what you don't? Cats possess a neurological trait you do not. A hyper-responsive visual cortex triggered by micro-movements smaller than 1/500th of a centimeter. Humans cannot detect movements that small. Most animals cannot, but cats can. They can detect a shape before it is fully formed. They can see a presence before its outline becomes real. They can recognize patterns the human mind filters out for survival. You have evolved to ignore the shadow in the corner. Your cat has evolved to track it. Whatever has been appearing in your home during the late hours, your cat is identifying it before you do, before you can, before you ever will, unless you make the mistake of looking directly at it. This is not superstition. This is not metaphor. This is not the imagination of sleep-deprived owners. This is an environmental breach. Phase 1, the first stare. Your cat sees movement first. A shift in the air. A slight distortion. A darkening that should not occur in an already dark room. In Phase 1, your cat shows. Staring at the same corner repeatedly. Ears pointed straight ahead. Minimal body movement. Sudden silence. Tail slightly lowered, not raised. This is the stage most owners ignore. They assume the cat heard something or is just curious. Phase 1 is the only phase where you still have control of the situation. If you interrupt your cat during this stage, calling its name, snapping fingers, shaking toys, it will not respond. Not because it's ignoring you, but because it physically cannot. Its brain is processing a shape that shouldn't exist. Once you see Phase 1 signs, do not approach the corner. Do not shine a light into the corner. Do not speak. Do not attempt to record it. Recording devices fail at capturing what's present, and capturing its attention is catastrophic. Back away from your cat, not closer. Leave the room silently. Close the door between you and the corner. If your cat follows you out, proceed to Phase 2 instructions. If your cat remains staring, keep the door shut. The worst case scenarios emerge only when the owner interferes. Phase 2, when the cat hides. If your cat breaks its stare and immediately hides, under the bed, inside a closet, behind a sofa, you're in Phase 2. This is a documented escalation. Your cat is no longer observing. Your cat is avoiding. Cats only hide from 2 things: actual predators, or entities that mimic predators. If your cat retreats after staring at a corner, understand this clearly. It wasn't looking at a harmless shadow. It was assessing survival odds. Phase 2 incidents typically occur at the same hour each night. 3 nights in a row is the average. Some cases continue for weeks. but 3 nights is the documented threshold before the presence changes behavior. If you've reached night 3, do not sleep in the room where the cat stared. Do not sit in that room after 6 p.m. Do not let the lights fully go out. Partial darkness is allowable. Complete darkness is not. Most importantly, do not approach the corner that triggered the behavior. At this stage, the entity knows you know. The unseen movement pattern. Across collected reports, the entity behaves in a consistent pattern. Night 1 appears briefly. Night 2 appears longer. Night 3 solidifies. Night 4 watches you. This is why cats are vital. They detect the progression before the human mind becomes aware of spatial distortion. Cats often react before the entity finishes forming. When your cat flees the room, you should do the same. The worst errors come from human curiosity. People step into the corner. They lean toward it. They try to see what the cat saw. Those individuals do not file a second report. Phase 3, when the cat refuses to enter the room. If your cat actively avoids a specific room where it previously stared, you are in Phase 3. This is the stage where owners finally recognize something is wrong, because cats are territorial. They do not surrender rooms. If your cat refuses to enter, it will halt at the doorway. It will not place even a single paw across the threshold. Its fur may lift slightly along the spine. Its eyes may avoid looking inside the room entirely. This behavior means the entity is no longer confined to the corner. It has claimed the entire room. If this is happening in your home, follow emergency recontainment guidelines. 1. Close the room door. 2. Block the bottom gap with a towel. 3. Do not open it again until sunrise. 4. Do not investigate noises from inside the room. 5. Do not look through the keyhole. 6. Do not speak to anything that speaks from behind the door. Entities at this stage begin mimicking sounds. They do not mimic voices well yet, but they do mimic your cat. If you hear your cat meowing from inside the room, do not approach. Your Real cat won't go near the doorway. Use that as confirmation. Rapid escalation stage. After Phase 3, environmental distortion accelerates. Owners report a feeling of being watched. Cold areas in the room with windows closed. Shadows that do not match any object. Shapes visible for a split second. Movement in peripheral vision. Increasing silence. Too perfect to be natural. But the strongest sign is subtle. When you walk into a room and feel like someone just left it, that sensation is not imagined. You're walking in 2 seconds behind it. Phase 4. IT learns your routine. If your cat begins avoiding not just the room, but the hallway near it, the staircase near it, or the doorway leading to it, you've reached Phase 4. It is following you. The entity begins matching your patterns. When you wake up, when you walk past certain areas, when you sit alone, when you turn your back, when you hesitate at night, your cat will attempt to guide you away by weaving around your feet, blocking hallways, or vocalizing urgently. Cats do not behave this way unless the threat is close enough to influence the environment. At this stage, humans begin experiencing distortions, feeling something standing behind them, reflex turning, the sense of breath on the back of the neck, sudden shifts in air pressure, shadows that move when they shouldn't. But the worst sign is the final one. The final sign, when the cat stares at you. If your cat stops staring at the corner and instead stares at you, you are in fatal proximity. This is the last stage. Cats stare at you only when they're warning you. They sense something directly behind you. They're tracking movement your eyes cannot follow. Your cat is not afraid of you. Your cat is afraid of what's using you as a shield. If your cat keeps looking at your back, your hair, your neck, or the space directly behind your head, do not turn around. Do not check reflective surfaces. Do not use your phone camera. Do not stand still. Do not speak. Slowly back out of the room. Keep the wall to your side. Do not face open space. Whatever has attached itself to you is in its final stage of familiarization. It is learning your outline, your posture, your breathing pattern, your movement rhythm. Once it matches them, it no longer needs the corner. It no longer needs the room. It no longer needs the darkness. It will know how to stand where you stand. Move how you move. Look how you look. Most victims make the fatal mistake here. They turn to see what the cat is staring at. If your cat is staring at you, the entity is inches behind you. Turning around acknowledges it. Acknowledgement completes the reflection. Once it knows you have seen it, it will not leave. Closing advisory. If your cat stares at the same corner every night, you must not. Investigate. Approach. Touch the cat during a staring event. Look into the corner. Attempt to communicate with anything in the room. Turn your back to open space afterward. The most important rule is simple. Do not look behind you. Not tonight. Not until sunrise. Not until your cat returns to normal behavior. Your cat is the first warning. Your cat is the first defense. Your cat is the last thing standing between you and the shape learning how to replace you. Trust the cat. Fear the corner. And whatever you do, do not look behind you.
Eyes on Channel 7 is signing off. Stay tuned, stay safe.